and you are good to go.
Yes, there we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, I'm back, everyone. This time, only one game. Well, I'm only playing one game this time, but it's going to take just as long. I hope you are ready for the I would say the jankiest Mega Man in the game, in the series. I mean, you could question any of the PS1 games for being janky, but this one does have the ability to be invincible, that you will see later on. I don't know what else I can really say about this game. You are pretty much just gonna have to see this game as itself, and we can talk about it as we go along. So let's go. So just like any good Mega Man, you have to do an intro stage. Oh, did I might have to reset. I just realized something. Yep. I'll need to reset for 1 second. That is my fault. I forgot to set my controller. There we go. Now let's go. Okay, so the premise of the game, Sigma is dead, and a scientist named Gate finds a wreckage and actually finds the remnants of Sigma, and you as X must investigate. So this is the only PS1 series game in which you do not have the choice of being X or Zero. Because in the storyline, Zero is technically dead because X5 was supposed to be the last game in the series. And it was supposed to end with Zero's death. But Capcom went money and forced the team to make another game. Hence why you start off as just X. But I am not an X fan. I want my Zero. But for now, we gotta play as X. Okay, now we're onto the boss. Pretty much, I don't know what, I forget what it's supposed to be called. Just a remote control junkyard creature with an eye. So I'm taking intentional hits here. Oh. Okay, what the heck? There we go. So the quickest way to beat the boss is to kill the eye, but the eye is slower to do it. D1000, that's what it was. So you want to hit the guy enough times to where you only have to hit the eye a few times. My health is higher than I'd like for it to be, because X6 for the intro stage is similar to X1. Zero! He returns. Or, wait a minute, a second fight? What is this? So weird. Yeah. We're now introduced to Hymax. Probably the worst boss in the game. See, this is why I want my health lower. This is one of those fights where you can't lose, but you need your health low. What? Save cancel. Go to stage select. Okay, now that we're through, now it's time to start the real game. Gotta go through a few cutscenes, that's fine. Okay, first one, the Imni Temple, but we're gonna face Shield Sheldon. In which I'm actually lying. We're just using this stage to get Zero. And we go here first because there are a few replays that we want to save. because a few Reploids in this game will give you a little extra power, and it's best to go here first. Good old Acid Rain. So yeah, so the game has a lot of extra features that make it a pain in the ass. One of them being Acid Rain, which is in this stage. In order to beat it, you've got to destroy 4 of those little eye things that allows you to kill that thing. Doesn't make it any fun, but the game is nice and gives you a lot of chances to refill your health. And you see me collect these little blue things. Those are called nightmare points, which are little things that help you allow you to put on power-ups. I'm collecting them early because I need to make sure I can guarantee myself that I will have 300 before the second boss is dead. So I'm making sure that I get them all. And I will have to check my numbers once I am getting to the boss of the second Maverick that I have to face off against. Okay, there we go. Good job. Okay, go into this little blue section. So it brings us to a little special section. I think each or most stages have one. And what this is, oh Jesus, that was bad. Almost bad, I should say. Is that it brings us to a special section that allows us to find what would, they'll bring us to special sections that will either give us, oh, whoa, get up there. Can you please die? Thank you. Okay, that was a little weird, but that's fine. So we need to collect those 2 Reploids that we just got there, because they're going to give us things that are really important later on. It's like that each stage has a little special section that we're going to go to. The reason why we do this here instead of any other stage is those 2 Reploids, because they're going to give us special abilities later on that's going to make it much easier to finish. Now on to probably the worst fight in the game, but also the best song, because it's the same song from X5. Okay, he was nice, but there we go. Yeah, so use your saber and just hope for good RNG. And then once you defeat Nightmare Zero, for some odd reason, you defeat the virus and you'll see it very quickly. 0 returns. For whatever reason. You had to kill the virus in order to actually get 0 back.
Whatever, it worked. Okay, now that we have the main reason of this game, now it's time to actually play the game itself. Okay, now we're actually fighting the first Maverick in Shield Sheldon. The reason why we do this Maverick first, even though we were already in Rainy Turdloid, is Shield Sheldon gives us a weapon that breaks most of the fights later on. Yeah, we're going to kill the viruses that we see there just so we can get the power-ups. So this is pretty much like a weird little puzzle game, a puzzle stage, where you need these lasers to touch the doors.
Oh, nope, nope. I got the wrong door open. There we go. We want to go here. Don't want to go down. Okay, and just like that, we were already into the first stage, our first Maverick. And I believe this will be the only time you'll see Saber Dash cancel in this entire game. There we go. Yeah, the only time you'll see Saber Dash cancel done in this game. From now on, you'll see deaths in 2 different ways. Which I'll show you once we get there. But now on to, in my opinion, the worst Maverick in this game. And by worst Maverick, I mean worst fight. Infinity Midginian. But I'm going to play him safe just because of how dangerous he can be. But first, we have to face off against the Iron Giant. It's the final countdown. Okay, let's get guard shell up. So you're going to see the first instance of this breaking. I just defeated that in 1 shot. Basically, guard shell allows you to kill... You know what? I'm going to wait and then go. Okay. Okay, the hardest part of the game, hardest part of the level is done. Look at that. Look at the damage that does. I just hacked once, and that's just basically wrecked him. 304. We've made it over 300. We're good to go. So you'll see why I need 300 in just a moment. But first, this fight. Infinity Midginian, however you pronounce him, has the ability to create an infinity of himself. But we're going to use Guard Shell to help a little bit to make it a little safer of a fight. So Guard Shell is actually helping me. Oh, wow. He played super nice. Let's go. Yeah, so you want to use your Buster on your actual Buster on him because it does a lot more damage and it's easier to shoot out a lot faster. But sometimes when he creates duplicates themselves, you need to get rid of those duplicates fairly fast. So it's much better to be able to do it like that. Okay. Now, I've got a split on here that I had to put on because I constantly would forget to do this. So from here, we need to go over to the left side. So you see, when I get in, nope. Is it? Oh, which one is it? Or is it? Okay, what the? Okay, there we go. Why isn't it working now? There we go. Oh, you idiots! Come on. There we go. Okay. Jesus. I lost time because of that. Yeah, so what you're supposed to... What that happened there is that when you get 300 nightmare points, you're given one slot to put something on, an upgrade. But there's a trick you can do where you can actually put on 2 at one time. And I'm going to pause it just to show. If you see my screen, you can see the 2 things in the middle of the screen. Even though I was only able to select 1, I now have 2. So it makes it a lot nicer. And also now you can see how powerful Zero can be in this game. Also, one thing you're noticing, it's now dark in here. This is an issue of the nightmare system. That in some stages, you get basically, I'm not sure what you can call it. I forget what they call it, but basically just hard mode type stuff. For anyone who's played 0-4, you would know it's a similar concept where you can have a hard mode or an easy mode, but in this version you don't get an option. Just some stages have this, and you'll see a few more. Sometimes they make the stage dark, and some of them will give you these weird silver blocks that you will see in a few stages coming up. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. It's exactly the same stage. Okay, let's fill up our health just because. Up to the third one. Get over to the right, and we're going to do this little special attack here. Go to the right side, go to this enemy, do it again. Now, if I did it right, that the machine to stop these acid rain is uncovered. So now we can go to the boss. Now, I told you that guard shell, the reason why I did shield Sheldon first, makes a lot of these fights super easy. I'm mistaken. You won't see that until the refight. Here, I'm going to show you another broken part of this game. I'm going to damage boost through him. And attack and face the other direction and well, not instantly, but basically quickly kill him. It's another one of those things where the sword is behind you and it does basically damage per frame, I want to say. If not pretty close, and he goes down super fast. Okay, now we're on to my favorite stage because Rainy Turdloid. I pressed down, game. You lying. Rainy Turdloid gives you the most broken item in this game for Zero. And I'm going to mispronounce it, but I think it's Azurin, whatever it is. I just call it invincibility. And all it is that when you use that attack and it gets interrupted anyway by falling, like that, where you didn't see the entire circle, I am now completely invincible. Nothing can hurt me until I do a special or go through a door. I'm going to grab those two things there. So I can just dash through everything in this game and just go. I'm going to get this heart for safety. These spikes, no damage. Nothing can hurt me right now. Can just dash through the entire game with entire level without a problem. And go right to the boss. Okay, we got the E-Tank, we got the heart, and we got the Reploid, which gives us the most important item in this game, other than the Reploid that gives us the speed boost attack. That Reploid gives us a thing called Life Plus, which per stage gives you a free E-Tank. Okay, what? Oh, okay, he's going to give us the bad pattern. That's fine. So we're just going to stand in here and attack him until he dies. 4 hits, he's dead. Now, if he stayed down below ground level, I would have just gotten close to him and done shield. But you will see the shield, how broken the shield can be in the next stage with Shark Metal Shark player. Now, Metal Shark player gives us a hint to what Gates stage is going to be, which is going to be very dangerous. But for at least the first third of this level, it's not as bad, because we can do a tiny little trick that saves us from the Crusher. So this entire level is one giant Crusher. So we're gonna get our mech here. Okay, we're gonna stand right here, jump off of it, and now the mech is basically a little saving portion that will not kill us. So we did the Azusian there, which gave us a small little, which gave us invincibility. So now nothing can kill us here, except for the Crusher. The Crusher is the only thing that can kill us right now. So again, the Crusher is literally the only thing that can kill us right now. So you still gotta play this safe. Oh, what? What was that? What was that? A pixel on it? Oh. Wow, what a joke. Oh, wait a second. The good thing about this game is the fact that every time you rescue a Reploid, you get a 1-up. So I'm literally with 9 lives. In the end, that death was more my fault for trying to just trying to be fast. You know what? Yep. Just, stay right here. Worst thing is, I was 1 Crusher away from the end of this section. Because you go down here, you go to this portal. This brings you to the second part of the level. Which, guess what? If you thought it was a Crusher, you're right. It's another Crusher section. Worst thing is, now you don't have invincibility, which makes it a little bit tough. Just lying. You get it now. Oh, that was close. So we're just getting through this. We're gonna wait. Kill. Oh, no, don't kill him. Okay, just play it nice and safe. Don't go crazy. Don't try to go through 2 at once. Okay, get down here. Duck. Just get the heart piece. It's a kind of free one, so might as well get it. Okay, get over here already. Now we're at the mini boss. Worse enough, a mini boss is considered a door, so you no longer have your invincibility. So you've got to be careful here. Dang it. What? What is this bullcrap? Open him. Oh, wow. Don't you love great RNG? I wanted. There we go. There we go. RNG for the win, folks. Alrighty. So, mini boss is dead. And guess what? We're already at the door. Yeah, mini boss right before the boss door because great game design. That mini boss is actually harder than the boss itself. And you will see why in a moment. So after he's done talking, I'm going to open up guard shell. I'm going to get close to him. There we go. Okay, he can't push me away, but you saw that first shot? It took away like 60% of health in one shot. Again, just like the turnaround, the guard shell basically does, or you just saw in Infinity Maginian, it does a crap ton of health essentially per frame. Now for the second time in this game, well, third time if you count the intro, you're going to see the non-zero of this game and the best level of the game in terms of music, not gameplay. Blaze Heat Next is literally just a series of mini boss fights. Be ready to headbang. So right off the bat, we're gonna want to get this weapon. Charge R2. Can we get lucky? No. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we just got it. Let's go. So since this was a nightmare stage, you're going to get these little blocks here. It's another one of the things you can get in the red stages. In the nightmare stages. It becomes a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not too bad in this stage. I'm going to play it safe and just kill him. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for the second mini boss. Oh, are you serious? Ay caramba. Okay, so there is a chance I might have to take a death. What's great, a good thing about this game is that if you die, you actually get back all of your energy for okay, good. That's good. So we were able to kill that one. Now the problem is I don't have any more of this item. So what I'm going to actually do here, though this is not the smartest point to die because this intro is a little long, but we're going to take an automatic death. Because when you see, I'm filled back up 18. And that's what I want. I want to get full again. So this is the only time facing the red donut in which I will be using a different weapon the first time. Or not, because it didn't take it. Okay, that's fine. That was weird, but whatever. Yeah, I was supposed to shoot lasers up and do the first damage and then go back to this item. But it decided to not actually work for me, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. Okay, that is the last mini-boss of the Red Donut. Now we're on to the boss. Another boss. Fairly simple. This is, again, since you are X, there's not much you can do in terms of quick kills like Zero can do. But thankfully, X's power in this state for Heatnex is a fairly quick kill. And he's dead. That's how easy it is. It's like 6 charge shots and he's dead. So. God, I wish it was only 3. I think it's 5. Alrighty, now we're going to go through all of that. Now we do Wolfgang. We'll make sure to pick 0 again. Okay, now we're on to Blizzard Wolfang. Another great stage because you can pretty much skip the entire level. Because we are going to do our great trick. Oh, I got it first try. Let's go. So you know you get it when that attack doesn't fully make a full circle. If he gets interrupted, you know you got it immediately. Okay, you gotta be careful here. These are a little slippery. They're actual ice. And I'm gonna go this way just so I can do this. I'm gonna get that heart. Because I like having more hearts. Ladders, please. Okay, can I get good RNG? I did. Go. Yeah, who needs to do the entire thing when you can just do that? So another climbing section. This time there were always 5 blocks showing there. I'm using Zero's double jump to try to get past this a little quicker. Hoping for good RNG. There we go. And once we pass the third ice section, we are all set. Now we're off to fight Blizzard Wolfang, which, just like Metal Shark, we're going to do the exact same thing as we saw on him. We're going to open up Guard Shell, and then we are going to use Guard Shell near him to manip and do a lot of damage. And he decided to go into the... There we go. It's terrible when he decides to jump in the air. Luckily, he decided to come down. There are sometimes he'll just stay in the sky, and he becomes real fun. All I hear is my kid talking downstairs right now. It's too cute. Alrighty, now we are on to the final Maverick. And probably, I would say probably a cooler trick than the invincibility. But a little harder to pull off. But this time we have to be X. So, Skarovich is a short stage that has 4 side sections you have to go to. Now, the reason why we're going to use X is that X can do a little bit of trickery. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to damage boost off my own weapon, and use those iframes to skip right through the totem poles. Oops. For some reason I didn't dash. So I have to wait for that. Oh, too high. Okay, that is the hardest one to get because it is the farthest jump you have to go. But yeah, so a long stage is made short due to that little damage boost trick. It's a beautiful little trick. I gotta pause because I went. Nope. And just like Blaze Heat next, we're just gonna use this attack to make quick work of him. 5 shots, he's dead. Now, this is the last you have seen of X. You will never see X the rest of the game. You should all be lucky you got to see him 4 times. If I had my way, you see him 0. Just like an X7. Now, onto the gate stages, where the game designers went, we don't like you, we don't like the fans, we don't like anyone, so we're pretty much gonna do what Wily should have done years ago. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you like spikes and pits, they're all over the place in the gate stages. Like, they're so all over the place. The game makes you damage boost in order to get up. I was above a spike and I exploded. What was that about? There we go. Yeah, so I was trying to get invincibility there because it's gonna be really useful right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to fish for some health. Oh, there we go. Now, the big reason why you saw me collecting a bunch of hearts earlier in order to get more health is pretty much for this stage alone. Yeah, so now we finished the first section. Now we're in the second section where it's a bunch of, like, I won't say auto-scrollers, but it's get away from the flames. And these flames are insta-kill. But they're not too bad. Just don't go down the ladder a little early. Okay, last section. I'm going to try to not lose too much health. I was hoping for health there. I'd like to have full health going into Mother fight, or Nightmare Mother. Because anyone who's played X6 will know how terrible this boss is. Okay. And I should have a full E-Tank with full health. Now, if I need to take a death... If I don't do enough damage early on, I'm going to take a death. Because I don't want to waste my E-Tank early if Nightmare Mother's health is too high. So this is Nightmare Mother. It's 2 squares of virus stuff with 2 eyes in the middle. Now, they don't do much, but they do a lot of damage. They go in a circle, I think, 5 or 6 times. Each time they go around, I'm going to jump and do the Azusian, so... Wow, I killed one in one try. You know what? You know what? I feel confident. I'm gonna use that now. Don't go up. Don't go up. Okay, perfect. Nice. Let's go. That first great round set up a very good fight. I mean, I didn't kill him in two cycles, but not having to use my E-Tank is a massive win. Okay, now for the hardest stage in the game. In my opinion, the bosses get easier as you go along. But that doesn't mean that it's still easy. Because now it just gets harder. Okay, I want to make sure I stay low and never jump here. So if I did it right, the totem that's supposed to be here has been despawned. Okay, perfect. Dash. Ooh, I just made it. Perfect. And just like that, we're already done with stage. We're at high max now. Now we are on the hard fight. Okay, let's make sure I do things right. Let's put Z-Saber. Because there's a weird glitch in this game. Not really a glitch, but everything's a glitch in this game. There is a thing where if you have guard shell, when you go through the door and you come back and you get to the boss and you try to activate guard shell, it doesn't activate until you go back to Z-Saber. So, high max. We're just going to keep trying. We're going to try to get him stuck in a loop where he keeps creating his sword, his shield, I mean. I think it's 4 or 5 times. Shit. And I'm going to keep going back and forth, trying to hit him at least one cycle at a time. Just dash left, dash right, and when you dash right, you're going to jump and attack him. You try to delay it so... Yeah, you don't want to attack the ball, because as you saw, it opens up and does something really stupid. But you get him in this cycle, and he's dead. Let's go. High max is dead. In my opinion, like I said, Nightmare Mother is hardest. High max is hard. Gate, in my opinion, is not as hard as everyone thinks it is. He can be difficult, but he's not that hard. And I will live by that. I will stand by it, and I will always say it. He's a pain in the ass, and he has terrible RNG, but he's not that hard of a fight. I forgot to put shield back on. The Crusher section is actually a lot harder than the. You know what? I'm gonna. This one I'm always gonna play safe. I just don't trust myself enough. I'm gonna stay here. You know what? Don't take damage because you will automatically be crushed. Yeah, if you take damage on this section, you can't duck and it causes you to actually be crushed. So there are 3 crusher sections. The third one is, as you see, it goes all the way down. So that's fun. So we're gonna try. We're not gonna be super dangerous in this part. So, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna wait because this is the last one. There we go. Now we are done. Now we are on to gate. Oh, before I go into gate's door. What I love about the gates fight, you're gonna drop and then walk. Hey, for anyone who's never seen it, when the light comes back on, where he dropped, there was nothing there. So what did he walk on? Was he walking on sunshine? See, nothing there. It's like stupid sexy Flanders. So the gate fight, again, it's all RNG. Where you want him to shoot these balls out, which you have to destroy in order to damage him. Now, if you were a top runner, you'd want that blue one and do the Azuzian, so you can essentially just get invincibility and make this an even freer fight. And if I recall correctly, I believe it's 16 times you need to hit gate. Yeah, so 16 times you got to do this. And I think after the 8th one, he'll do an attack that destroys blocks if it's in its path. So what I like to do is I like to stay on the far left and far right. Okay, he's playing fairly nice right now, but I expect him to troll pretty soon. Right there. When he does that attack, if it's near a block, it'll be destroyed. It won't be destroyed permanently, but it goes away for a short time. There's the gate we all know. So he's about 2 or 3 more hits away. So again, all we're going to do, we're just going to keep doing this back and forth. Okay, I have to be careful of my health. Okay, one more and he's done. And there it is. There we go. Gate played nice. So now Gate has been destroyed. The lore of the story is that Gate has been secretly trying to resurrect Sigma. But the problem is after he dies right here, he resurrects him early. And now Sigma's on the loose. So now it's Sigma time. But first, we have to do everyone's favorite part of the game, the boss rush. But just like every other part of this game, spikes everywhere. Funny enough, it's only Sigma again because Gate resurrected him. Sigma wanted to stay dead. So, boss rush, I do Infinity first just to get him out of the way. He's no harder than before. Okay, now that we did that, let's... Jesus, Infinity played nice. That's impossible. I barely lost any health. I might not even have to go get health. So, a couple of the fights here we're going to have to play a little different. One being Heatnex and Scaravich because we were using X for that, not Zero. And Shield is played a little differently too. Okay, I don't know why I wasn't doing as much damage, but whatever. That's fine. My health right there. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go up and get. So I'm gonna get the health. Okay, let's hope this time Heatnex doesn't screw me over. My last practice run, I was on a good PB and Heatnex ruined it. Mainly it was my fault for screwing up the fight, but what can you do? Alright, so Turtling, we're going to play a little differently. We're going to use the guard shell trick. And we're going to use the guard shell trick. It kills him a little faster than the turnaround trick, and since Rainy Turtloid has a lot more health, there is a chance that you could not one-cycle him there. Okay, Scaravich. There is a quick way to kill him. I'm not good at it, so we're just going to do regular attacks and hope he stops, and then we're going to use the guard shell trick. Ah, dang it. I was too close. Okay, good. That's fine. I will take that 99 times out of 100. Okay, my health is good enough. I should be fine for Metal Shark as long as I don't mess up the quick kill. But no matter what happens here, I must go get health because Heatnex is next. And I hate using X's special on this. It is the worst power-up in the game. There we go. Okay, Metal Shark played nice. He didn't jump in the air. Oops. Okay. Remember, it's up and square, up and square. Now, it all depends on whether or not Blaze decides to play nice. That's the other big thing. Okay, that's fine. Yes, let's go. I didn't mess it up. Okay, let's just get a little health for Wolfang, since you do have to pretty much, you don't have the damage boost, but it's just easier. Okay, Wolfang, again, same as the last fight, you just have to use Guard Shield. Oh no, Stupid Sexy Sigma is going to be coming up soon enough. He's sexier in this game. There we go. Goodbye, Wolfang. It was nice knowing you. Peace out. Excellent. Alright, last one. Commander Yamek. Now, he can give us the good pattern or the best pattern. If he stays down below, we're golden. He goes up above, whatever. Here we go. That might be a boss rush PB for me. Oh, nope, go back. I hit jump and I hit the wrong button. There we go. Alrighty, let's go. Final section. Okay, I've died too many times to that stupid guy there. Alrighty, time for Sigma. It's time for a sexy Sigma, aka Hobo Sigma. Now, will he give me good RNG, or will he be a tool bag? Okay. I hate that Sigma fight just because his attacks do way too much damage. Alrighty. Now, final Sigma. Probably one of the more hardest Sigmas in the entire series, except for one small difference. Which I will get to if we get it. There we go. There we go. And time will be on final hit. And he is done, and that is a 5-minute PB for me. That is a legit PB for me. Let's go. My original PB was, sorry, it's a 3-minute PB. My original PB was 1 hour and 2 minutes. And we got it here at Derpathon. So I'm talking about. Sigma is dead. He will never return again. He definitely will not appear 2 more times. But, and thank you for the GGs. So, sadly enough, this is the last game for me. As you all know, my kid's home today due to an ear infection. He can't go to daycare. I had to drop out of the X4 and X8 races. I wish JP and Tempest good luck for on the X8, and good luck for Stahl and Tempest, and I think the other person who is doing X4. I don't know if I'll be able to watch, but I'll definitely try to be there for some of it. I thank Ahmad for allowing me to showcase this, and even the Power Hour, which was actually meant to be just a small little joke. But I had a great time. I'm glad I was able to show off these games and get a massive PB. Before I head off, I do want to say that I will be doing what's called the Quad M in October, for those who don't know. And if anyone who knows it, there's a thing that was called the Triple M done years ago, where you play all the classics, all of the X games, and all of the Zero games in one go. That's 24 games that you've got to beat straight through with 10-minute breaks in between each series. I'm going to do a little different, and I'm adding the 5 Game Boy games onto this list. I wanted a little extra challenge for my 40th, which I will be turning in 2 weeks from today. I'll be 40 years old. So I figured it's a goal I've been wanting to do for 3 years, and I figured just do it, get it over with, and you can become a legend. So for the next 4 months, 3.5 months, when I go live, you'll be seeing me go through all of the 29 games because I'm on full DRUS mode now, and hopefully from there on, you'll see a great show come October. But that'll be it for me. I'm gonna let you all take the show and do a great and give us a great weekend of great games. So I will let Ahmad throw me off and bring on the next runners, and hope everyone enjoys a great Derpathon. Not even Derpathon, Derpathon 2. So take care and have fun.